What's up, everybody? Matt Nuzzo. We're here at Reel, and today we're going to talk to you about what is the best Armstrong foil setup for wake foiling. So there's tons of different gear available, as you can see in the Armstrong setup, and foiling is really confusing. Mast lengths, fuselage, wings, and when you have a brand like Armstrong that has a variety of different styles of wings, sizes of wings, it gets really confusing. So we're going to break it down for you and tell you what gear is going to be best for your riding style and what you're doing. So you have to first understand is what's your ability level and what are you trying to do. So we're going to start with beginners. Most people that are learning to foil want to have easy. Two ways to make foiling easy is big wing size, big fuselage length, and shorter mast. Okay, so for wake foiling, the combo that does it the best is the CF 1550 or 1550 V1. So that is this wing right here, really kind of thicker profile here, has a lot of arc to it, so it's going to give you a lot of stability. It will still go rail to rail nicely because of the downturn on the wingtips, but it also comes with the longer fuselage. The 70 centimeter fuselage is going to give you a lot of stability. Also, the shorter mast is going to keep you from falling over and having those nasty wipeouts. So that's going to be your easiest first time beginner setup is a CF 1550 V1 setup from Armstrong. A lot of people though want to ride multiple wakes. I want to ride the wake. I want to ride in the back. I want to go way back. How many wakes you want to go back? Doesn't matter how many wakes you want to go back. The 2400 is going to do the ticket. So if you want to drop the rope, consistently ride right in the wake on any size wake, even a jet ski wake, this is going to do it. If you want to ride multiple wakes back, pump out, go catch another wake, come back to your boat, this is going to do it. So CF 2400 is a monster wing, but it has a lot of speed range. So a lot of people like this because it gives you a good amount of speed range. It definitely has a great low speed lift, and it really supports you because it has a long cord length, so you're going to get a lot of support out of this foil when you're learning to pump and learning to pump out and go get a wake that's farther back. It also comes with the larger tail wing, the 300 tail wing right here. So again, adding to that stability. You are getting the 60 centimeter fuse and the 72 centimeter mast, and that's going to make it a little turnier for this larger wing. The 72 meter mast gives you a little bit more room so you don't pop the wings out quite so easily. So 2400 for bigger riders, for riders that want to ride way back, want to have a, kind of an easy setup but have a little more progression than the 1550 kit can do that. The next step in wake foiling, which people have been absolutely loving, is going to be this one right here, the 1850. So this is in the high speed series. The high speed series kit comes with the 72 mast, just like I've got over here, the 60 fuse, and it comes with a more performance 232 tail. So a little smaller surface area on the tail is going to give you better speed and better turning. Particularly with these big wings, dropping the tail size is going to really improve your turning. You can also do that with the shim kit, which we have a video online about how shims do work and how the integration works with the tail wing. The 1850, compared to the 2400, not quite as wide of a span, and it has a thinner profile. And that thinner profile is going to allow you to get better speed, and the little narrower span is going to give you lots and lots of turning. Okay, so that's for wake surfing and wake foiling style. You want to pump, you want to glide, you want to ride those wakes and stand there and just cruising away for a while. Want to ride a small wake, or hey, I've got a great boat with a big wake. These are going to do great for you. 2400 is going to be easier. 1550, the easiest kind of starting setup. 2400, easiest for riding wakes, and then going into the 1850 is going to be a really nice setup for you if you're a little smaller rider or want some more performance out of it. The other one that's great that I really have been enjoying is the 1550. Once you know how to pump, 1550, you can kind of cover a lot of ground with the 1550 because it's going to turn a lot faster, and as you're dropping wing size, you're increasing speed. So this is a 1550 V2, thin profile, looks like the baby brother of the 1850 there, and just really pretty wing. And I can kind of ride this on most wakes without having a rope. Can go multiple wakes back and pump this thing around. It's really fun, super glidey. The final high aspect. Everyone wants to know about the high aspect for wake foiling. So I talked to Army, who's he just did a tour through the Central America, central part of America, went out to, west farther, kind of came through the middle, went through a ton of lakes. I think he did like 2,500 mile tour through the States. He's like, I rode the 1125 the entire time. Whipping in a jet ski, go pump over, go chop wakes, go ride a bunch of wakes, pump around. So this thing, once you know how to pump, pumps like crazy. It's not going to turn the best, but you're going to get a lot of glide and a lot of pumping. So this one here is just really quite amazing for that pump and glide, but it is going to be an intermediate to advanced riding wing, so it's not something you want to get as a startup. The next level going into wake foiling is the stuff that our team rider Austin Tovey's doing, and there's a bunch of other guys out there that are just like going totally nuts, doing flips, huge airs, like all sorts of crazy tricks. So they're doing connected with the rope, like riding in, doing wake style tricks. So they're also wake foiling, riding the waves, but to do those tricks, you need to have a different type of wing, a different setup. A lot of those guys are riding 1050, HS 1050, and the reason they're riding this is because it has a low aspect but thin profile. So the lower aspect gives you some surface area when you land, and it's going to be really snappy and responsive in the pocket. He has been riding some of the smaller wings down to 850 or even 625 for those really like fast cut across the wake, hit the wake hard, and do like rallies and stuff, but it's going to be a lot harder landing, and it's going to be, you're going to kind of push that wing through the water and be landing more on the board than you are on the wing. The 1050 is kind of that good blend of support, drive, lift, turning capability, but also good for landing. If you want to notch that up one, you can go over here, CF 1200 here, and that one here is basically got that fatter profile, the CF range, and that fatter profile, again, going to give you a lot of support in landing. So if you want to kind of enter your way into doing tricks and you're kind of a little bit bigger rider, then this will be a really good option. And as you drop the wing size too, you're decreasing the weight. So by decreasing that weight, it's going to be really good if you're doing strap to tricks on the foil. So wake foiling is awesome. The Armstrong setup's amazing. You can also talk about the fuselage length. You want to get really snappy turns. Some people are going to that 50 fuse. If you want to get really kind of super easy, stable platform, really good for learning to pump, that 70 fuse is going to give you a lot of pitch stability. So 70 fuse that comes with the CF 1550 V1 gives you a lot of stability and is really nice for learning to pump and just getting that basics down. Most people are riding for mast length. The 72 mast length is kind of the standard for wake foiling. You can drop down to the 60 for more of, for an easier ride, but most people are sticking with the 72. You don't really need the longer mast for wake foiling that much, just because you don't need, you're not really going through tons of chop and bump like you would with wing foiling or kite foiling. So most people are on the 72, some are on the 60, but a lot of people are just sticking with the 72. To find out what wake foiling kit in the Armstrong setup is going to be right for you, if you want us to customize a package or talk about the different kits that are available, give us a call at the shop, 252-987-6000, or reach out online, realwatersports.com. We'll see you on the water.